So I've been asked by my Twitch chat a lot what exactly I'm doing on stream, and I keep telling them I'm farming armor from the dungeon, but the fact that I'm asked this so much means that some people might not know this method, so that's what this video is hoping to accomplish today, is teaching you how I farm armor from the dungeon. So first, let's look at Destiny Item Manager to show you the kind of things you'll be getting when it loads. Okay, so by killing this dungeon ending boss, you can get armor like this: 20 recovery, 26 strength, a Titan's Dream. Well, how do you get to this? You go to the tower, go to the prophecy dungeon. This is free to play, by the way, and the recommended power is 1040. If you're farming this, ideally you want as high power as you possibly can. For the loadout, I'm using Anarchy, an auto-loading tube launcher with spike grenades, Armamentarium with Oppressive Darkness, and Bubble Titan. My teammates are using something similar. So we basically complete the dungeon all the way up until the final boss, and now here we are. I then give this checkpoint to another Destiny account, aka my free-to-play Destiny account. So on my other PC, I have my free-to-play account just hovering over the launch button on this exact checkpoint. And this is going to come in clutch because I'll be passing that checkpoint off repeatedly. If you don't have two PCs, you can also use something like NVIDIA GeForce Now to load a remote PC with Destiny 2 and just do that. Remember, Destiny's a free game and this is a free activity, so it's pretty easy to set up an alternate account to hold this checkpoint perpetually. So now with that being said, I think this is just a vastly superior method to most forms of armor farming, and especially trials this week. Like, people told me to play trials because it's an armor week where you get armor at the, I think, 5th, 7th, and final chest. And while that sounds good, remember, every time you replay a trials card, you don't get those same rewards on 5, 7, and flawless. So this is just overall better, but I'm going to show you exactly how much better starting now. So I'm going to throw this rally barricade, and I'm going to hit my timer starting now, and get this done. 2 light, 1 dark. I'm going to work on light from the start.
Gonna get that ding.
Yep. Those were dark, unfortunately.
Oh, whoops.
I don't even know how they were. Okay, I understand. Wither Horde near and dark. So I guess I'm making dark modes now.
Dark is done.
Dark is done. Sad times.
Oh, unfortunate.
Well, it's okay. I'm still going to show how good this method is.
Sure.
Alright, I'm grabbing light. My hand cannon is also auto-loading holster, which is well worth investing into.
More
Dark
light
again.
mode. Damn, I have more light on something.
Okay, I'm grabbing them.
There you go. There's more. I'll take it.
Those are yours. I'll meet you in mid. Ogre. We can stun lock him if we just put damage in. Perfect. Now that we're going down this tube, I'm hitting launch on my free-to-play account, and it's loading up this instance. Next, I'll stick some Anarchy onto the boss, throw Bubble down, then Oppressive Darkness, and Tube Launcher. While the tube is auto-loading, I'll put some hand cannon shots in. Back up when he throws the teleport. Keep sliding at him, doing DPS, resetting Anarchy, resetting Oppressive Darkness, and killing these hobgoblins while I go. Remember that with the Titan overshield, you get a faster reload, which is super useful for those anarchy reloads that you're forced to take. Like now. This DPS method is very comfortable. You can be pretty brainless about it and still get what you need done. Don't forget your spike launcher is remote dead, so if you miss, just take what damage you can.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, we got this. Okay, so now on my free-to-play account, I am hovering over to roster to save a little bit more time, and then I'm also making Darth the party leader so that I can immediately join my free-to-play account. I'm grabbing my stuff, not that I necessarily have to, and just joining my free-to-play. Sometimes you can get armor at the end here, so there's a chance that you get armor from the boss and armor from the chest. I don't really care what this Huscow has, I'm just going to delete it. So now on my other monitor, I am waiting for myself to join to make myself party leader. And once I've progressed a little bit in this loading screen, I kick my free-to-play account. And this will load me back into the ending checkpoint, which then I have the two people I was with join me, which is why I made someone leader, so we can drag the other person in and save a bit of time. So now I'm back on the other free-to-play account, just loading up that prompt window again to start the checkpoint. Just hovering over the launch button so that I can repeat this whole process from scratch. Now, I'm not throwing a barricade yet until both of my teammates are in, or a rally flag. A rally flag before my teammates are here. But they can join me now. And so now they've both joined, clock's still running. We're at about 5 minutes right now. So think about where you'd be in a trials match, loading in a trials match and whatnot. We'd probably be round 3, like in a 3-2 game, with everybody sitting with sword hilts and third-person emotes waiting to charge their super. We'd still be on the first game of a trials card, and we need to get to 5 wins to get our armor piece in trials. So think about how long that takes by comparison. Of course, you get tokens with trials too, but you're not necessarily guaranteed an armor piece from those tokens. So once Galaxy loads in, there we go. Throw this, and stop timer, 5 minutes, 50 seconds. We probably had about 50 seconds of mistakes, so I would say this is around a 5-minute repeatable, which is amazing. Now let's go reset dim real quick and see what armor piece I got. Because every time you kill the boss, an armor piece is sent to your postmaster. So was it this chest piece? I think it was this chest piece. Maybe it was the boots. No, it was definitely the boots. Yeah, these boots have 22 recov and 16 strength. It's really like they want my Titan to punch things. I'm gonna have to keep those. Like, you don't throw away a 22 recov, 16 strength roll. For throwing hammers and ballistic slamming and whatnot, you keep those. Even though I don't want to have a punching build, the game wants me to. And so since sunsetting will reset my armor in a year, what if a new exotic that's punching based and very, very fun comes out and I need this all of a sudden? So I will keep these. So I hope this was somewhat helpful for those of you looking to get good armor to combat sunsetting over the next year. This is a very, very, very good farm, and you will see me doing this anytime that we have a bad nightfall. So for this week, what is it? A Garden World. I hear this one is not very fast. So since this isn't fast, I'm doing this farm where I farm the boss repeatedly for legendary armor. Then when we have a good nightfall strike, like the Lake of Shadows, where that one's really quick, you can complete it in like 11 to 20 minutes, somewhere in that range. Comfortably, casually. it's much faster to get the exotic armor piece. So since I can't do that, the next best thing for my time is to grind for armor. And the best part about this armor is, if you're a year 1 vet, you get to use the Trials of the 9 ornaments. So it's the last flex in this game, to be honest. And since, while I'm on the subject, let me tell you how to optimize the week here. Since this is all about maximizing your time in the midst of sunsetting. So what I do on a weekly reset is I will load up the Dreaming City, go to the Last Wish, type in some codes on the wall, and get 2 free raid chests. Then I will go to the Scourge of the Past and load a Sparrow checkpoint that is perpetual from week to week. And I will do the Sparrow section to try to get like Fallen Armaments, Fallen Barrier, and other mod slots like that will be useful for stuff. Then I will try to grab a Spire of Stars checkpoint for the chest, because that will give me the Sleeper Simulant catalyst, as well as maybe a chance at an exotic or something like that. I think it's this one. Yeah, so I will have this checkpoint week to week. I'll search for it at some point. So those are just really passive ways to get some progression week to week in Destiny that aren't too time consuming for what it is. And the best part is you can do most of them solo. Even this boss farm you can do solo if you're a Chad. But that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you found something useful in it. And I should be live on stream right now doing this exact thing. So don't feel the need to ask, but you're going to do it anyway. Anyhow, this will be an exclamation point link in chat at some point. Just check the title.